August 1945. A single plane crosses the Japanese sky, carrying humanity's darkest invention. Below, Hiroshima awakens unaware. Behind this moment lies 3 years of secrets, brilliant minds, and moral decisions that would haunt generations forever. Los Alamos, New Mexico, 1943. Behind barbed wire, the world's greatest physicists vanish from public life. They receive mail at Post Office Box 1529. Neighbors ask no questions. Wives whisper about husbands who cannot speak of their work. General Leslie Groves surveys the mesa. He needs results, not theories. Robert Oppenheimer stands beside him, quoting Sanskrit poetry. These two men, soldier and scientist, must forge the impossible. Their partnership will birth the atomic age. Their friendship will barely survive it. Einstein's letter to Roosevelt sits unsigned for weeks. Hungarian physicists Leo Szilard and Edward Teller fear Germany will weaponize fission first. The president finally reads it. His response comes in 2 words, scrawled across the page. This requires action. History pivots. December 1942. Beneath Chicago's football stadium, Enrico Fermi watches instruments. His experimental pile of uranium and graphite blocks grows critical. Neutrons multiply. Cadmium control rods prevent catastrophe. Fermi announces success. His team drinks Chianti from paper cups. Nuclear chain reactions become reality. I never managed anything larger than a graduate seminar. My colleagues called me brilliant but impractical. Yet something in my haunted eyes convinced Groves. This physicist, who loved poetry, would orchestrate apocalypse. I chose the mesa. I chose everything that followed. March 1943. Scientists arrive by train, their names erased from passenger lists. They find mud, incomplete housing, scarce water. Nobel laureates share army-issue furniture. Wives cook on wood stoves. Children attend schools where teachers cannot ask where anyone came from. Niels Bohr escapes Nazi-occupied Denmark hidden in a bomber's belly. British intelligence smuggles him through Sweden. In Los Alamos, younger physicists worship him. He questions the weapon's morality, suggesting international control. Oppenheimer listens. Groves orders surveillance. Bohr's idealism threatens everything. Richard Feynman picks locks for entertainment. He cracks safes containing atomic secrets, leaving mocking notes inside. Security officers rage. Oppenheimer laughs. The young physicist processes grief differently. His wife Arlene dies in Albuquerque, while he calculates explosive yields 40 miles away. Klaus Fuchs works quietly in the theoretical division. British-born, German-educated, brilliant with equations. He shares lunch with colleagues, discusses physics politely. At night, he photographs classified documents. Soviet intelligence receives blueprints monthly. The project has been compromised since arrival. Nobody suspects. Oak Ridge, Tennessee, vast electromagnetic separators enrich uranium-235. Workers operate machines without understanding their purpose. Young women monitor dials, adjusting needles when readings drift. They compete for efficiency bonuses. None know they're refining bomb fuel. Compartmentalization protects through ignorance. Imagine handling the deadliest substance ever created. Hanford reactors breed plutonium-239 along the Columbia River. Engineers solve unprecedented cooling problems. Radiation exposure remains unmeasured, unacknowledged. Workers trust assurances. Decades later, cancer clusters emerge downstream. You cannot see what kills you. Seth Nettermeyer proposes implosion, crushing plutonium with precisely timed explosives. Colleagues dismiss him, but gun assembly designs fail with plutonium's spontaneous fission. Oppenheimer reverses course. Von Neumann's mathematics make implosion calculable. Desperation breeds innovation. Nettermeyer's vindication comes too late for recognition. George Kistiakowsky perfects explosive lenses. 32 detonators must fire within microseconds. Early tests produce asymmetric failures. He refines compositions obsessively, testing endlessly. Groves threatens replacement. Kistiakowsky bets a month's salary on success. Oppenheimer accepts the wager. Both understand stakes exceed money. Dorothy McKibben runs the Santa Fe office. She welcomes arriving scientists with warmth, directing them toward the mesa. She knows everyone's real names, guarding secrets absolutely. Physicists remember her kindness decades later. She represents humanity amid weapons work-proof that compassion survives anywhere. You married a physicist. You followed him to a place with no name. Los Alamos wives organize dances, theater, choir performances. Husbands cannot discuss work. Marriages strain under unspoken pressures. Some women assist research programming computers, running calculations. Others feel trapped, questioning sacrifice. January 1945. Germany's nuclear program collapses. Allied intelligence confirms Nazi scientists never achieved critical mass. The original justification for the project evaporates. Work continues anyway. Momentum, investment, scientific curiosity drive everything forward. Oppenheimer later admits moral considerations barely slowed them. My past communist associations, my former girlfriend's radical politics, my brother's party membership all documented. Suspicious. Groves protects me, insisting I remain indispensable. The general gambles his career, defending a physicist. Our relationship transcends simple professional necessity. It becomes almost friendship. Robert Serber writes, The Los Alamos Primer, explaining fission weapon principles. Incoming scientists receive lectures demystifying atomic physics. Terms like critical mass, tamper, and initiator become common vocabulary. Knowledge once theoretical becomes engineering specification. Physics transforms into weaponry through systematic, deliberate effort. April 1945. Roosevelt dies. Truman becomes president. He learns of the project's existence only after inauguration. The new commander-in-chief receives briefings on weapons costing $2 billion. Truman asks few questions. Scientists have created presidential policy through fait accompli. May 8th, Germany surrenders unconditionally. Victory celebrations sweep America. Los Alamos remains quiet. Scientists recognize their weapon targets Japan exclusively now. Sillard circulates a petition urging demonstration instead of military use. Few sign it. Fear, loyalty, exhaustion momentum proves unstoppable. Trinity test site, Jornada del Muerto journey of death. Spanish conquistadors named this desert centuries before. Now it hosts humanity's most consequential experiment. Workers assemble a 100-foot steel tower. The plutonium core arrives in a carrying case. Everything converges toward mid-July. I selected the code name Trinity, John Donne's Holy Sonnets. Batter my heart, three-personed God. The illusion disturbed colleagues. Religious imagery seemed inappropriate for weapons testing. I offered no explanation. Perhaps I sensed we were transgressing beyond physics into forbidden territory. Scientists wager on explosive yield. Edward Teller predicts atmospheric ignition, consuming Earth's atmosphere in runaway fusion. Calculations prove this impossible, but uncertainty lingers. Fermi offers odds on whether the bomb destroys only New Mexico or all humanity. His gallows humor masks anxiety. July 15th. The device hangs assembled. Detonators connected. Initiator positioned. Plutonium core nested within explosive lenses. Weathermen predict thunderstorms. Groves orders postponement. Scientists wait tensely. I smoke continuously. At 5 to 10 a.m., conditions improve marginally. Groves approves detonation. History holds breath. Countdown proceeds. 10 miles away, observers wear welding goggles. Some lie face down. Fermi prepares torn paper to estimate blast effects. 0. Blinding light erupts, brighter than 20 suns, visible 100 miles distant. Mountains illuminate unnaturally. The light persists, defying expectation. Silence. Then pressure waves arrive. Windows shatter miles away. Thunder rolls impossibly long. A mushroom cloud climbs 8 miles high, spreading 40,000 feet wide. Desert sand fuses into green radioactive glass. Fermi drops his paper blast, yields near 20,000 tons equivalent. I watched, transfixed. Later, I recalled thinking Vishnu's words from Bhagavad Gita. Now I am become death, destroyer of worlds. Some scientists cheered, others wept. Kenneth Bainbridge told me quietly, now we're all sons of bitches. Both statements captured truth. Groves telephones Washington. He reports complete success. Truman receives word at Potsdam Conference. The president's negotiating posture with Stalin shifts immediately. American diplomacy now possesses ultimate backing. The atomic age commences with geopolitical calculation, not humanitarian deliberation. Power transforms everything instantly. Scientists return to Los Alamos. Celebration feels hollow. They've proven physics works, but targeting committee meetings continue. Kyoto, Hiroshima, Kokura, Nagasaki cities selected for psychological impact. Relatively undamaged urban centers demonstrate weapon effects clearly. Scientific achievement merges seamlessly with strategic bombing. Henry Stimson removes Kyoto from targeting lists. The Secretary of War honeymooned there decades earlier, appreciating its cultural significance. One-man sentiment saves ancient temples, countless civilians. Arbitrary mercy amid systematic destruction planning. History balances on personal memories, bureaucratic accidents, individual conscience. Little boy, the uranium bomb, requires no testing. Gun assembly design offers certainty. The weapon travels by cruiser to Tinian Island. Captain Robert Lewis will pilot the Enola Gay. Crew members joke nervously. They understand they're carrying something unprecedented. None grasp implications completely. August 6th, Hiroshima, 7:15 a.m. clear skies. Enola Gay's bomb bay doors open. Little boy falls 43 seconds, detonating 1,800 feet above Aioi Bridge. Thermal radiation incinerates 1 square mile instantly. Pressure waves collapse buildings. 70,000 die immediately. Firestorms consume survivors. I received confirmation. My response remained ambiguous. Pride? Horror? Relief? I told colleagues the weapon performed as calculated. Privately, I began questioning what we created. The physicist who birthed atomic weapons started a lifetime advocating their control, their limitation, eventually their elimination. August 9th. Fat Man, the plutonium implosion bomb, targets Kokura. Cloud cover obscures aiming points. The crew diverts to secondary target. Nagasaki. Detonation occurs accidentally north of intended ground zero, partially shielded by valley terrain. 40,000 die. Geography randomly determines survival. Japan surrenders August 15th. Manhattan Project scientists hear news with mixed emotions. Their work succeeded strategically. Morally, questions multiply. Some celebrate ending conflict. Others calculate casualties, perhaps 200,000 dead total. Radiation sickness continues killing months afterward. Physics has revealed humanity's annihilation capacity. Groves classifies Trinity footage immediately. Film showing the test remains secret for years. The general wants absolute control over atomic information. Scientists resist compartmentalization now. They've seen where secrecy leads. Debates over civilian versus military control begin. Physics has become political permanently. October. I met Truman. I confessed, I feel I have blood on my hands. The president responded dismissively, later calling me a cry. Baby, scientist. Our relationship soured irreparably. Truman recognized moral responsibility lay with decision makers, not researchers. I accepted neither absolution nor simplification. Los Alamos empties gradually. Scientists return to universities. Some resume pure research eagerly. Others find peacetime physics unsatisfying after participating in history. Several join advocacy groups promoting international atomic control. The community disperses, carrying shared secrets, diverging moral conclusions about wartime contributions. Klaus Fuchs continues spying until 1949. His espionage accelerates Soviet weapons development significantly. When arrested, colleagues express shock. The quiet theoretician seemed apolitical. Fuchs explains ideology simply, I had complete confidence in Russian policy. Conviction, not money, motivated betrayal. The Soviet Union detonates its first atomic weapon, August 1949. American intelligence predicted Russian bombs years away. Fuchs's information shortened timelines dramatically. Truman authorizes hydrogen bomb development. Arms race begins formally. Oppenheimer opposes thermonuclear weapons initially. His dissent costs him. 1954. My security hearing became public spectacle. Former colleagues testified against me. My communist associations, my opposition to hydrogen bombs, my alleged unreliability all documented extensively. Teller's testimony particularly damned me. I lost clearance. The father of atomic weapons became politically radioactive. Edward Teller champions hydrogen bomb development obsessively. He believes Soviet threat requires maximum deterrence. His testimony against Oppenheimer fractures the physics community permanently. Many refuse collaboration afterward. Teller remains professionally isolated despite achieving thermonuclear success. Scientific community renders judgment. Exile through ostracism. Stanislaw Ulam solves thermonuclear ignition problems. His radiation implosion concept makes hydrogen bombs feasible. Teller initially dismisses the idea, later claims credit. Their collaboration/rivalry epitomizes scientific competition's complexity. Personal animosity coexists with intellectual partnership. Progress emerges messily from relationships. November 1952. Ivy Mike test vaporizes Elugelab Island. The thermonuclear device yields 10 megatons, 500 times Hiroshima's force. A new crater measures 2 miles wide. Oppenheimer's moral concerns prove prophetic. Weapons have transcended military utility, becoming civilization-ending technology. Fallout becomes global concern. Atmospheric testing spreads radioactive isotopes worldwide. Strontium-90 accumulates in bones. Iodine-1, 31 in thyroid glands. Children's milk contains measurable contamination. Public health consequences emerge slowly. Nevada test site, Pacific atolls, Kazakh steppes all sacrifice zones. Civil defense drills teach you duck and discover. School exercises normalize nuclear threat. Families build basement shelters. Propaganda films offer false reassurance. Psychologically, society adapts to living under constant annihilation threat. The bomb becomes cultural fixture shaping politics, entertainment, philosophy, psychology profoundly. 1962. Cuban Missile Crisis brings civilization to nuclear brink. Kennedy and Khrushchev negotiate humanity's survival. 13 days of maximum tension. Ultimately, both leaders choose de-escalation. The crisis validates deterrence theory while revealing its terrifying fragility. Luck matters as much as strategy. 1963. Atmospheric Test Ban Treaty becomes law. Kennedy cites fallout concerns, escalation dangers. Nuclear powers agree limiting visible testing. Underground explosions continue. The treaty represents modest progress. Arms race continues, but public exposure decreases. Incremental arms control begins slowly, imperfectly. I received rehabilitation partially. Kennedy awarded me the Enrico Fermi Prize December 1963. The gesture acknowledged wartime contributions while implicitly criticizing security hearing injustices. I accepted graciously. My persecution symbolized Cold War paranoia, scientific community's vulnerability to political pressure everywhere. February 1967. Oppenheimer dies. Throat cancer, likely related to chain smoking. His funeral draws former Manhattan Project colleagues. Robbie eulogizes him movingly. Oppenheimer's complexity brilliance coupled with tragic awareness epitomizes nuclear age's moral contradictions. His life dramatizes science's empowerment and humanity's fallibility. By 1970, 5 nations possessed nuclear weapons. Non-proliferation treaty attempts limiting spread. Partial success. Nuclear club grows slowly. Israel, India, Pakistan, North Korea eventually develop arsenals. Deterrence theory globalizes. Regional conflicts acquire existential dimensions. The Manhattan Project's legacy multiplies across continents. 1986. Chernobyl disaster releases massive radiation. Nuclear technology's civilian dangers manifest dramatically. Reactor design flaws, operator errors, institutional failures all contribute. Thousands die eventually from exposure. The accident reinforces nuclear power's hazards, strengthening anti-nuclear movements globally. Physics remains politically contentious. Cold War ends 1991. Soviet Union dissolves. Nuclear arsenals remain enormous. Strategic arms reduction treaties reduce deployed warheads gradually. Decommissioned weapons require careful disposal. Plutonium and enriched uranium demand secure storage indefinitely. Manhattan Project materials persist dangerously beyond their geopolitical context. Los Alamos National Laboratory continues operating today. Modern research spans diverse fields: materials, science, biotechnology, computational physics. Nuclear weapons maintenance remains core mission. Thousands work there currently. The mesa's history haunts contemporary science. Original buildings stand preserved. Tours emphasize achievement. Moral questions receive careful treatment. Downwinders, people living near test sites, develop cancers decades later. Legal battles seek compensation. Government acknowledges responsibility slowly, incompletely. Radiation exposure calculations remain disputed. The Manhattan Project's geographic footprint extends beyond New Mexico uranium miners. Test site communities, production facility neighbors, all experienced consequences. Hiroshima's atomic bomb dome stands preserved. The ruined building memorializes August 6th. Survivors Hibakusha share testimonies. Their advocacy shapes Japan's pacifist constitution. Annual commemorations emphasize peace. The site juxtaposes physical remnant with living memory. History becomes tangible, immediate, morally instructive through preserved destruction. Visit Trinity site during biannual tours. Tourists photograph Ground Zero, now marked simply. Trinitite green radioactive glass was collected extensively before restrictions. The desert appears normal superficially. Only instruments detect lingering contamination. Your reaction varies. Some feel awe, others discomfort. History's weight presses differently. Modern physics continues exploring fundamental forces. Particle accelerators probe matter's deepest structure. Researchers pursue knowledge without immediate application. Yet the Manhattan Project's shadow persists. Every discovery prompts ethical questions. What might this enable? Who might weaponize this? Science has lost innocence permanently. Nuclear arsenals currently total approximately 13,000 warheads worldwide. Most belong to Russia and America. Strategic targeting plans remain classified. Launch procedures require mere minutes. Despite reductions, civilization-ending capacity persists. The Manhattan Project initiated this condition. Reversing it requires political will exceeding original creation. I once said, "The physicists have known sin." My statement acknowledged moral dimensions beyond technical achievement. Creating atomic weapons transformed science's relationship with society fundamentally. Knowledge became inseparable from power, ethics from research, consequences from discovery. Physics lost innocence at Los Alamos forever. The Manhattan Project succeeded spectacularly by every technical measure. Engineering challenges overcome. Scientific theories validated. Military objectives achieved. Yet success itself poses civilization's ongoing question. Having learned to release nuclear energy, can humanity wisely control what science revealed? Capability doesn't guarantee wisdom. 80 years later, nuclear weapons remain deployed. Treaties limit arsenals but permit retention. Deterrence persists as strategy. New technologies, hypersonic missiles, cyber, warfare complicate stability. Meanwhile, climate change, pandemics, artificial intelligence present novel existential threats. The atomic bomb initiated awareness. Human ingenuity enables self-annihilation. Should they have built it? The question haunts retrospectively. Given Nazi threat, wartime uncertainty, would we choose differently? Probably not. Yet, acknowledging inevitability doesn't excuse consequences. The Manhattan Project teaches tragic lesson. Brilliant people, moral intentions, technological prowess together can birth civilizational peril. Los Alamos still stands on the mesa. Below, New Mexico stretches endlessly mesas, mountains, boundless sky. Beauty remains indifferent to human drama. Physics continues, revealing nature's secrets. Whether humanity survives its own knowledge depends on choices made daily: political, ethical, personal. We remain responsible for everything we create.